Both teams, please. Did you, what was we need to get them cookies one time. Oh, they remembered me, so that's good. Yeah. Thank you. I thought I did. I swore I did. Green 11. Oh, wow. Utah State's really taking it to Fresno State. 67-48. By Fresno. what's the surface you're writing on? Do you want to write on your... I promise it'll make a difference if you write on that. Let me see. This pen is good. I promise. Good. Yep, that's the one. I don't know. Okay. info. It's the start of the fourth. Yeah. You gonna wait till they get the official roster in, or? Oh yeah. Yeah, that's fine. That's not a problem with me. No. Coaches? Yeah. You should go say hi to Coach. I love Coach. You should go say hi to Coach. I love Coach. Hello, Coach. Yep, you have. What? You think so? Dude, why can't Utah State win one game that's important? They were, but this isn't a game that's important. Well, it is important. They're supposed to win this game. And they won 70 to 53. I don't know what the over-under was. USU by 4.5. It was USU by 4.5. Oh, good. I need to start my. Do you like the thing that close? Handle that close. Yeah, the roster's never right. You know, we got some ghetto jerseys tonight. We got some ghetto jerseys. Look, he's got his takeover cover over the 22. I don't know, probably because there's a duplicate 22 somewhere. Like there's tape over here, 01. Amazing. No. No, I do not. Flop it over. My microphone's on. I hope it's an appropriate one. tonight. About the fuel filter?
Halftime. You got a shirt the other day, so I'm giving her one.
Ah, there you go. This is for you. I'll take a picture of it. Or you're going to need these papers, right?
No.
No? These are mine?
Made you a copy. Just to let you know what was happening.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you very much. Nice shirt. She's been wanting one for a while. Now she's got one. Hello and welcome in everybody tonight to another edition of West Side Pirate Basketball. We are at home once again playing host to the Malad Dragons tonight. It's the Pirates and the Dragons in conference matchup, district rivals tonight. It's going to be a good one. I am Cody Olsen, your voice of the West Side Pirates as we wrap up this JV game tonight. West Side's holding on to a 46-32 lead in the JV category tonight with 1:03 left before the end of regulation. We want to welcome you into our Crumble Cookie pregame show. Crumble Cookie, it's where bringing friends and families together over the world's best cookies. Crumble Cookie. We're going to go ahead and thank our wonderful sponsors, come back to you and talk a little bit about these two teams who have already met once before on the season, and tell you a little bit about what we've seen so far, what you might expect, and what's on the line tonight in this rivalry matchup between the Malad Dragons and the West Side Pirates. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back on a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of West Side Pirate Basketball on 105.5 KACH and mylocalradio.com.
Today's game is brought to you by Beckstead Real Estate, the real estate experts for Franklin County and beyond. By Crumble Cookie, bringing friends and families together over the world's best cookies. By West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and in Logan. By Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in town. By Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. By Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. By Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll find in all of the Cache Valley. By Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, we have all the parts you need to keep your car or truck running strong. By Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. By Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tire in North Logan. For tires, brakes, shocks, or alignment, there's only one stop. It's Les Schwab Tire in North Logan. By North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. By Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. By Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. By Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. By Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Good deeds done daily at Northern Title. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. This broadcast is made possible through an agreement between Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and Westside High School Athletics, and is a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC. This game is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or reproduction of this broadcast without express written consent of Preston Broadcasting, LLC is strictly prohibited. Since 2005, North Stars Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process? Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
Calling all cookie lovers. Crumble, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, has fresh new flavors weekly. Until Saturday, enjoy mouth-watering specialty flavors and warm chocolate chip cookies made fresh daily. Crumble is open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. weekdays, 8 a.m. to midnight on Friday and Saturday, and are closed on Sundays. Savor the flavors before they're gone. Order today.
Hello and welcome in everybody again to another edition of Westside Pirate Basketball. We're starting things off on our Crumble Cookie pregame show today by talking to you a little bit about both of these teams. You already know that they're rivals from across the mountain, but do you know what their records are? Do you know what it means tonight? I'll be able to tell you. Well, let's go ahead and start with the hosting Westside Pirates. The Pirates come off of a massive victory back on the 26th, 2 days ago, back on Thursday. A 56-46 victory over the Ryrie Bulldogs, a program that was getting votes for the top 5 in 2A and was looking hot with a 12-3 record at the time. And now you see a Westside program that really dominated that entire game back on Thursday. Everybody was hot and getting the ball in the basket looked a little bit easy for the Pirates. It hasn't been the entire year, but in that game against the Bulldogs 2 days ago, it seemed like a switch was flipped, and they looked very well, both on defense and offense, leading the way. The charge led by Eli Brown, who has been kind of like that firecracker type of player, X-Factor personnel for the Pirates on the year. He went off for 23 points and was very stellar at 50% from beyond the arc in that game. And it was a fun one to watch and behold. Westside currently sits at 7-9 2-2 in conference play, and they'll be taking on the Malad Dragons. Malad 3-11, 6-3. 3-11 and 0-3 in conference play. They've got wins against Grace Lutheran as well as North Gem, and have kind of tried to get their feet underneath them, figuring themselves out under first-year head coach Zach Butler. We talked with Coach Butler earlier in the year about what he's trying to do with this program, what it's been like to be a part of the program. He's actually, was coached by Coach Brown earlier on during his early tenure at Westside, played as a player, and was part of those early 90s, late 90s, I mixed that up, late 90s, early 2000s team for football here at Westside that brought a lot of hardware here to the program. And now we're going to be seeing two great teams play against each other tonight. A name that you're going to have to remember going into this one for the Malad Dragons is Tripp. Tripp is one of those players that really sparks everything in terms of this Malad offense. Braylon Tripp, the junior, 6'5". He's going to be the primary ball handler, shooter, and he's actually accounted for almost 45% of all the offensive production on the year for the Malad Dragons. So if you're able to shut him down, Westside Pirate defensively for the Pirates, I think you're going to be in for a good game tonight. Let's go ahead, take one more quick break, come back to you with our outstanding student interview. It's Ivan Campbell, the sophomore move-in, with the first time catching up with him, and hopefully and more than likely we'll be getting a lot of more interviews with Ivan later on in the coming years at Westside. We'll go ahead, take a break, come back to you right after this on a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Westside Pirate Basketball on 105.5 KACH.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry. Driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity, Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
Whether you're in need of timber frame buildings, estate entrances, trusses, pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos, the craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston, or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process? Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
Welcome in everybody here to another edition of our outstanding student portion of the game. We've got the Malad Dragons and the Westside Pirates coming up, and I'm joined here with Ivan Campbell in the sports broadcast booth. Ivan, this is the first time we're interviewing. How the heck are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm pretty good, Ivan. Basically this is the first time we're getting you on the microphone outside of your player introductions, where you get a nice little Ivan Campbell and a couple chomps of the gum, Clifton. So I'm pretty excited to have you here. What has it been like being part of this basketball program this year?
It's been fun. Sure, we lost a lot of games, but it's been fun playing with the seniors.
Ivan, I know that you've moved in the day before football kind of started. As someone who's played a lot of football and watches a lot of basketball, there's a certain type of person that you can kind of tell when they play both sports, and you've told me that you play a little bit of football as well. Are you excited for some football here as well?
Yeah, this football team's really good. I think we can win state next year.
All right, Ivan Campbell, I'm joined here as our outstanding student interview. Ivan, how did you get started in sports in general? How did you know that was something that you wanted to do?
My brothers, I had two older brothers, and they both played, and I want to be better than them, so I started playing both sports.
There you go. Ivan Campbell, tell me a little bit about your brothers. How many brothers do you have?
I have 4 brothers, and 2 of them are in college, and 2 of them go to Westside.
There you go. And, you get started with this basketball program. Ivan, you've been trusted by Coach Brown to play a lot of varsity time as a sophomore here and getting things going. What does it mean to you to know that Coach Brown really trusts you out there with the basketball?
Well, it gives me confidence that he'll play me a lot of minutes and I can do what I can do and hopefully win the game.
Ivan, when someone watches the way that you play basketball, you seem to be very patient. You don't panic with the basketball. Where did you learn that from? Did your brothers learn that, or did you learn it yourself?
I learned it from myself. I played a lot of basketball, and if you speed up, you're going to turn the ball over and lose the game.
Tell me a little bit about the team in general. Do you feel like they sometimes speed up a little bit faster than they need to? How have you tried to adapt with this team so far?
I think they try to do stuff too fast sometimes, and once we get one turnover, it just seems like we get 4 in a row, and just goes downhill from there.
Ivan, what has been your favorite moment so far of the basketball season? Do you have one quite yet?
No, I do not.
Not yet. There's been a lot of really interesting moments out there, but no quite favorite moment. Do you have somebody that you look up to in terms of basketball stardom, a college player, an NBA player, or somebody that you try to idolize, that you kind of like the way they play, or what?
Yeah, Jason Tatum.
All right, tell me a little bit about why Jason Tatum's play is inspiring to you.
I don't know, I just like how he can play both offense and defense and be good at both.
Do you feel like that's something that's getting lost a lot in the NBA and basketball in general? People don't want to play defense as much as offense?
Yeah, not in high school. High school is a lot of defense, but I can see that in NBA.
Ivan, you come here, you get right into the basketball program, the football program, hopefully next year and stuff like that. What do you hope to accomplish? What has been your goal for the basketball season personally this year for you?
Just win. Try to win as many games as we can. Maybe go to state, but we have to win a couple more games.
Well, that game, first things first, you got a game against the Malad Dragons tonight. What do you guys played a really awesome game against Ryrie. Ryrie is a very good team, and it seemed like the defense really helped out a lot. You kept them down below their average. What was it in that Ryrie game that really went well that you hope to continue on tonight?
Well, Eli Brown had a good night.
Yeah, he did.
He shot extremely well, so hopefully him, Bean can both shoot well, and we can win.
There you go. It's very simple. Ivan, I really appreciate your time and talking to us a little bit here. What's been going on in school? Do you have a favorite subject at all, Ivan, that you've been enjoying?
No, not really.
Not really. What about reading?
I'm a little bit of a reader.
There you go. Harry Potter, something, Ivan. What's your favorite book series?
Percy Jackson.
That's a good one. I got to add, as someone who read Percy Jackson when I was younger a little bit, I feel like they kind of massacred stuff with the movies. Have you got to compare those quite yet?
Yeah, I watched the first one. And
did it break your heart like it broke mine?
Yes.
Ivan, we're cut from the same cloth, my guy. It's just rough. Well, Ivan, it's great to catch up with you. A big fan of obviously Percy Jackson, but of basketball also. I'm expecting a big 50 burger tonight. Before I let you go, you're a move-in, you come to this program, you immediately start contributing to the program here basketball-wise. What do you feel like your role is on the team right now? What are you on the floor for? Coach Brown says you're on the floor for this, or you know your role here. What is Ivan Campbell's role?
I think my role is to come off the bench and get like a little spot going for us, get maybe a bucket, get some rebounds, get a defensive stop, and I think that's what my role is.
There you go. Well, you've been doing it very well, Ivan. I really appreciate watching you, and I'm excited to see a lot more basketball from you, not just this year, but for the years coming up. So it should be a good one. Thank you, Ivan.
Thank you.
We'll let Ivan go. Get ready for the tip-off between the Malad Dragons and the Westside Pirates right after this.
We all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs through Mutual of Enumclaw. Stop by our new location, 223 North State Street in Preston.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
It's time to meet tonight's starting lineup for the Westside Pirates. The starting lineup is brought to you by Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Cash Wade, Senior, Clifton, Idaho.
Bean Robinson, Junior, Clifton, Idaho.
Brendan Balliff, Junior, Clifton, Idaho.
Dylan Ralph, Senior, Clifton, Idaho.
Owen Nilsson, Senior, Lindrose, Idaho.
Colby Bowles, Senior, Clifton, Idaho.
Eli Brown, Jr., Dayton, Idaho.
Parker Moser, Jr., Clifton, Idaho.
Crusage, Sophomore, Dayton, Idaho.
Ivan Campbell, Sophomore, Clifton.
Reddick Graves, Jr., Dayton, Idaho.
Lincoln Henderson, Jr., Clifton, Idaho.
To find out how Webb Funeral Home can be of service to you in your time of need, call 208-852-0533 or check out their website at webbmortuary.com.
Welcome back into our broadcast, into the sports broadcast booth. We wrap up our Crumble Cookie pregame show. Tonight we heard from North Stars Ultimate Outdoors in terms of our scene set tonight. our Evergreen Financial Partners, giving us our fantastic interview with Ivan Campbell. We'll get into our Naylor Insurance keys of the game as this goes along, as the game goes along. It's our Webb Funeral starting lineups right now. Starting for the West Side Pirates, Eli Brown went off for 23 points back on Thursday. Colby Bowles following suit at the starting point guard position. Garrett Robinson, Bean Robinson as he is well known, also starting for the West Side Pirates. Cash Wade and Dylan Ralphs rounding out the front court for the Pirates. For the Malad Dragons tonight, it is Jaden Ward, Austin Jacobson, Baylor Bean, Ryan Hubbard, and the outstanding Braylon Tripp getting things going here. And it is Tripp that's going to line up in the half circle, who's he'll tip off against Dylan Ralphs in the second. Coach Brown out onto the floor, huddling up his boys, and we are ready for some basketball action out here in Dayton. Thank you so much for joining us here in the first quarter, brought to you by Northern Title. Tip-off time ready. It's actually Cash Wade and Braylon Tripp set to tip off here. Ball up in the air, and it is won by the Malad Dragons. Tip will go back into the arms of Braylon Tripp, the point guard, ball handler, and all-around superstar for the Malad Dragons. Driving in is Ward. Free throw jumper, in and out, no good. And the defensive rebound ripped off the glass by Dylan Ralphs. Colby Bowles gets the quick pass and will work across the timeline. Around the half-court line to the right side, great backdoor cut. Brown hesitates, throws it back up with the right hand, falling away on the far side of the basket. And the Pirates get on the board quickly on the score from Brown, picking up right where he left off against Ryrie a couple days ago. Jacobson over to Tripp on the near side in front of the media table. Down into the corner for Bean. It will give the gift right back up to Tripp at the top. 2-3 zone implemented by the Pirates. Now we look at a little bit of a more man look, soft man look for the Pirates as they hesitate and follow their defender around the court. Down into the far corner, Ward in front of the West Side cheerleaders. Tonight, this is at halftime. Don't go anywhere, but we're going to be recognizing the 1997, 1978, 1979 state basketball champion teams from West Side High. It should be a fun halftime show. Here's Bean crossing over on the left side wing. Tripp for a long three in the corner off the front of the rim. Tipped around twice. Ball ripped down and finally grabbed by Ralphs. He's got 2 quick rebounds in this one. Here's Ralphs getting the feed, falling away on the right side of the block, and the teardrop little blooper goes up and in, 4-0 for the Pirates, getting things going early on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Here is Hubbard giving it up for Tripp at the very top of the arc. And, when you watch this Malad team, you can't help but just tip your hat every time you see Braylon Tripp play. The 6'5" junior is the main offensive threat, but he also facilitates. He makes this Malad team go and has great stride, able to score quite a bit. He's got the ball, but it's ripped out of the hands by Colby Bowles, stepping in front of the pass, going all the way, lost the basketball, and it will go out of his hands into the padding underneath the Malad basket. Last touched by the Dragons. Dragons tonight, plain orange text on top of the black-on-black jerseys. Pretty plain, very clean, though. West Side in their all whites with the maroon trim. Bowles at the very top of the arc goes to the left side for Brown. Squares his feet, shoots it up, and it goes off the front of the rim, no good. Ralphs wrestling it away from Hubbard, and we're going to get a jump ball call, staying with the Pirates underneath the basket. So Brown goes 0 for 1 from three-point land. He was 50% out at Ryrie on Thursday. And if you leave him that wide open, you might be asking for some trouble. Ball tipped and will fall all the way back. Wade kind of lost his mind a little bit there. Didn't let the ball go all the way across the half-court line. He could have saved himself some trouble. Stolen away by West Side. Into the paint it goes. Jacobson steals it in their own key, and now out of their own back court comes number 5, Jaden Ward. Ward crossing over, getting a half screen from Jacobson. Out to the far side corner is Tripp. Guarded by Brown, giving up a lot of height there, squaring up using a post move, and it is wide left off the glass. Another rebound for Dylan Ralphs. He's up to 3 already. Brown driving the baseline, finds Wade sitting underneath the basket on the near side, and he easily lays it up and in. That is 6 points now for the Pirates. 2 points scored each by Brown, Wade, and Ralphs. 5 minutes remaining left here in the first quarter, brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area of Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming. Here's Hubbard driving on the far baseline against Ralphs, and he stepped on the line, and that is a turnover on the Malad Dragons. First-year head coach Zach Butler trying to get this team back in some shape. Ever since the 2020 season, this Malad program has kind of faltered a little bit. They're trying to get back into the place where they want to go. Bulls with a long lob all the way down the court, leaving alone Dylan Ralphs, who has the easy left-hand layup and a giant assist. Huge vision, court vision by Colby Bulls. Here's Tripp, trapped out there on the far side in the corner. Finally across Ward to Jacobson. Drop step on the far side, and it is blocked on the triple team, tag team block by Bulls, Wade, and Ralphs, who kind of collapse in on him. No fouls yet called in this ball game. We'll knock on wood here. Love a clean basketball game. Tripp lobs it up high over to the top for number 11, Gavin Coatney, feeding back inside for Ward, falling away at the mid-post, and it is missed. Hubbard gets the offensive rebound, and it is grabbed by Ralphs. Jump ball. Malad keeps it. And one of those instances where it goes off the back iron, tips around in the key, and grabbed by at least 4 people, and then finally the jump ball call. Tripp does not have his first man open. Second read to Coatney down in the near side corner. Hesitates once, goes up at the top for Jacobson, who looks to pass first. Was initially open just inside the arc straight away. Here's Tripp. Now over to Ward, and a little bit of a setup and breather for Malad. Lot of cross action, and it's poked away by Bulls. Campbell and Bulls with the 1-2. Campbell hesitates, goes up with the right hand, and it dances around the rim, and it is missed. He was way outside the key on that one. Tripp listens to the Wolf call, goes inside, and he will travel with the basketball. Hopped off of 1 foot and then came back down onto both feet inside the key. He's got such a long stride, and it kind of works against him when you cover about 10 feet of ground without dribbling the basketball. You can't help but kind of put an eye out there with an eyebrow up saying, did he travel? Did he not? Maybe. 8-0 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Bean passes inside to Campbell. Campbell pumps once, falls out and away outside the key, and that is a score for the sophomore and our outstanding student interview in our pregame show, Ivan Campbell. All West Side right now. Wade deflects it in front of the media table, stepping in front of Hubbard. And Malad is all out of sorts. We're going to get our first timeout, brought to you by Magnolia Road. Magnolia Road, the women's boutique store here in downtown Preston. Don't go to Logan. Don't go to Pocatello. Find all the cutest tops, bottoms, sweaters, shoes, and boots right here at Magnolia Road. We'll be back right after this on 105.5.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
Welcome back. 3:30 left here in the first quarter, and the ball stolen away. A backcourt violation as Moser stole it right at half court. Tried to flip it backwards into the backcourt of Malad for Bean Robinson, and that is indeed a turnover. Great steal from Moser. At least he'll get that stat on the stat sheet, but a little bit of a turnover the opposite way as he throws it into the place where he's not supposed to go. Coatney over to Tripp on the far side, splitting a couple defenders, stopping on a dime and throwing it up with the left hand. It is no good. Ball tipped high up in the air, grabbed by Robinson and a couple different Dragons in the far corner. And it looks like the foul will be assessed to the junior Tripp, reaching in. That's the first foul called in the ballgame so far. Westside leads 10-0 in a game up until this point that has been dominated by the Pirates. Malad hasn't really had any positive looks, hasn't been able to get their offense to really go. Graves seals off his defender, boxes out Jacobson, and floats to the basket on the far side. And Reddick Graves gets on the board with that easy deuce. stopping at the mid post and jumping it up into the air, and the shot no good by Bean of Malad. Campbell now stepping through the pressure up to the top for Moser. 12-0 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Campbell high above his head as the ball will work clockwise around the perimeter. Floater from Robinson will not go, and it will be tipped out of bounds by Wade. Coach Brown trying to tell his boys a little bit where and when to go. Out onto the floor for the Pirates, it's Moser, Robinson, Campbell, Graves, and Ralphs. Working it out of the backcourt is the Malad guards. It's Tripp and Ward. Over here to the near side for Hubbard. Reaching around the defender. It is man defense once again by the Pirates being implemented. Ward gets a screen from Coatney. Floating in right in front of the free throw line. Another floater will not go for the Pirates, for the Dragons, excuse me. Moser gets the defensive rebound. Flipping it out to Campbell is Ralphs. Robinson squares his feet on the left side. That won't go. Just a tad too hard as it shoots right back at him, but collected by the Dragons. Good rebound and a good idea. Coatney able to track that with his eye. Long rebound, and Campbell gives up the push on Tripp, driving around the left side of the perimeter.
Number 23, Ivan Campbell picks up his first personal.
It is a quite the assignment to guard Braylon Tripp for Malad. He's able to kind of dance around you, use his stride to get up and away. Coatney crossing over, poked out. Tripp grabs it on the near side corner, feeding inside for Bean, floating up and away, dancing again on the rim, and it won't go. Graves tips it out his own back line, couldn't get his both paws on it. Malad gets another shot with 1:20 left here in the first quarter. Getting ready to go as things start to progress a little bit more for this squad. Tripp pumps once, hesitates once again on the baseline laser beam. It goes up and in. And now Malad will get on the board off the two-point jumper from Braylon Tripp. Here's Parker Moser inside the half circle looking over to Coach Brown. Out to the far side is Eli Brown, spinning around and giving it back up to the top. Here's Graves, give and go for Robinson. Crossover on the near side wing, letting it cook a little bit. 45 seconds left in the quarter. Running the offense is the Pirates. Zone look from Malad. Diving in is Moser. Finds Graves after he leaves his feet up in the air, and that is blocked from behind. Malad slowly across the timeline. Tripp jabs left at the top of the arc. Almost deflected by Moser. Collected by Bean, and now it's stripped away. Here we go. Parker Moser with a bead to the basket. Layup is blocked by Tripp. Can't get past those long arms. That is hard. Moser takes that one away again. Gives it to Robinson. He'll try the layup, and that one's too short. Two opportunities right at the rim for the Pirates, and it is denied by the Dragons. Crossing over at half court. Tripp lofts it long, and it whiffs nothing but air to the left side. No good. And after the end of one quarter, it is the Pirates dominating 12-2 over the Malad Dragons in this rivalry matchup. We'll get ready for the second quarter immediately after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, born and raised in Preston. I am your local Medicare agent. I am here to give you the knowledge you need so you can make an informed and wise choice for your Medicare needs. Call me at 208-852-2367 if you're turning 65 or have any Medicare questions.
Crumble Cookies, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, is here in the Cache Valley, offering freshly baked cookies for carryout, delivery, or curbside pickup. Just download the Crumble app or visit their website.
Welcome back here to the start of the second quarter. I am Cody Olsen, and the coverage between the Malad Dragons and the Westside Pirate Boys, varsity-wise, late in January. Malad looking for their first district win Westside trying to get into the majority win column in district play after coming off a huge victory against the Ryrie Bulldogs back on Thursday. Apologies if you had a little bit of dead air a second ago, a little bit of a weird technical difficulty, but we start off once again as Bulls. We'll come across the timeline left to right. Working the left side now to the near. Campbell high above his head. Hesitates, drives with the right side. Feed is too far out of the reach of Ralphs on the inlet pass attempt, and a turnover on the Pirates. Into the game comes Zach Richardson, the sophomore, whom, when I was out in Malad, got to watch a little bit, play some JV ball. He's been upgraded, bumped up to varsity as of late for Malad, and this kid can shoot and he can ball. He's going to be one of those kids that can definitely do it for Malad going forward. He gets double teamed in the half circle, gets it out. Near side Hubbard driving in, double pump layup is good. And now Hubbard adds to a little bit more of the score total for Malad. Kick out to the left side wing for Brown off of Campbell's pass, no good. Wade and Richardson both go for it, and it is tipped out by Wade off of his fingertips. Ben Peterson also into the ball game here for the Malad Dragons. They're working the backcourt. Going to the front now as Malad breaks the pressure, half-court pressure. Here's Hubbard, long three, air ball is missed badly, and the crowd lets him hear about it. Bulls struts across the line, feeds inside out. Brown out of the top of the key, over for Wade, long pass. It was off the mark. Campbell, another bounce pass underneath. It's hard to grab onto. Campbell and Ralphs trying to get on the same page as each other. They're both, both giving each other the eye. They both want to say, hey, give me that basketball. They're trying to let the other one know, I'm open, give it to me. But the passes have just been a little bit off as of late. And two turnovers off the hands of Campbell intended for Ralphs in the last two possessions for the Pirates. Kick out three for Malad is missed. Tracked down in the opposite corner, touched by Bulls. And out of bounds. That's Jaden Ward who missed that three on the opposite side. Out in the West Side student section, you can see a lot of fantastic West Side fans, including some players of the girls basketball program, fans of basketball, and maybe some just some school spirit. Braylon Tripp trying to feed it in through a couple defenders inside the key. Westside's able to steal that one out and away. Bean not looking for the basketball. And Westside losing their heads in terms of passing and turnovers as of late. Just got to get in the groove here. Tripp met by Bulls before he reaches half court. Richardson on the long pass off to Hubbard and gets the ball right back. Tripp all alone goes easy through, splitting the defense, and Coach Brown's going to have some substitutions up in a second. Bulls to Brown. Pass is stolen away. Up with the left-hand layup, and one is capitalized by Ben Peterson. And don't look now, but Malad kind of making a little bit of a run here. Currently on a 6-0 run to start the second quarter. Robinson's going to take a seat on the bench. In for him, Sage. Peterson takes his time with the free throw and knocks it home. 7-0 run for the Malad Dragons, getting back to within 3 with 5:42 left. Bulls crossing over on the near side in the half circle. Wade to Brown, kick out for Bulls. Diving in, and it is blocked by Tripp. Hard to go up against the 6'5" defender. Tripp's going to take it all the way, go into the mid-post, throw it up, and he'll be blocked on the opposite end. Good defense by Westside. I think it was Ralphs and Wade that combined for that defensive deflection. Stepping right up into the jumper, off the back iron, no good. And another rebound by Tripp. So Westside going fruitless in the last couple possessions. It's been all Malad lately. Can they capitalize and get a tie ball game? One possession after the first quarter really being dominated by the Dragons. Tripp, bounce pass in the near side. Ward, long three off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Rouse. Bowles out for Brown, driving outside the key on the far side. Bounce pass inwards to Wade. Kick out for Sage. Up for Bowles, all alone for three. Now Wade. Too much passing as everyone giving up the open shot. First it was Sage that passed up the three on the near side. Then Bowles passed up a wide open three. Gave it in for Wade, who gave up the 2-foot layup for the unselfish pass on the opposite side for Ralphs. And he couldn't get that one up in time. I mean, just too many instances where the Pirates can easily lay the ball up and in. Yeah, and Dylan Ralphs has had a few more rebounds. Here's the inbound from Bowles, high up and over the top to Ralphs. It's good to have, these kids want to pass the basketball. There's no one person dominating the basketball, but when you have the open shot, take it. You'll hear that from Coach Brown, and you'll hear that from me, I guess, as a amateur expert here. Here's Graves. Splitting the triple team, going up and through, hung on the arm. Is the Malad Dragons and a foul, shooting.
Picks up his first personal team foul, number 3.
It's Jacobson with the foul. Only the 5th foul called all game so far, 3rd on the Dragons. Graves. Hardly any spin on that basketball, but hey, it falls in and through. Graves is up to 3, and he gets the first points of the second quarter. West Side in the past 3 minutes and 30 seconds, fruitless. Besides these 2 free throws made by Reddick Graves. 14-9 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Tripp will get called for the offensive foul. Colby Bowles sets his feet, and it might have been the extension of the arm by Tripp that was too much to try and forget as our officials call the offensive foul in the backcourt. Bowles stepped right in front of Tripp. Tripp extended the arm, and Bowles, with a little bit of theatrics, sold it pretty well. Brown feeding Ralphs inside, up and underneath move. Bounce pass to Graves, and he'll double dribble with the basketball. There's a lot of action happening in there, and I believe it just a double bounce off of both hands, and a turnover by Westside by Ralphs. Tripp into the corner. Coatney driving the baseline, loses his footing and slips. Looked like he was sliding on ice almost underneath the basket, and lost the basketball and his footing, and another turnover for the Dragons. 14-9 for the Pirates. Backdoor cut. Sage high up, trying to block that one. Almost could have got a goaltend if Tripp grabbed it, but he didn't. Sage gets the easy layup. Long three by Richardson is good. 16-12. And it looks like Tripp might have took a little bit of a shot here, and he's going to take a sit on the bench. In the classic pull the muscle, maybe. I don't know. We can't speculate. He's going to sit on the bench for half a second, though. Kind of grabbing his inner thigh. Bounce pass, lazy over and up at the top. Grabbed by Brown, feeding inside to Graves, splitting the double team. Off balance, dancing around the rim, won't go. Did everything but fall. And Richardson, for Malad, taking it across. Coatney on the near side wing, couple dribbles with the right hand, gives it up at the top for Peterson. Out to the far side. Peterson guarded by Sage, and it is ripped away by Sage. Great defense. He'll take it all the way, pass it off, and just in that little area, tipped and deflected by Malad. Back to the Pirates it goes. Graves, hop step, power move, up and through on the near side block by Reddick Graves. 18-12. Richardson with the neon green shoes will work with Coatney in the front court into the half court offense. Peterson driving left against Sage. Stops, floats it up, misses badly. Overshoots the basket, taken by Ralphs. Again, that's his 6th rebound. With 2:21 left before halftime, the Pirates up by 6. Backdoor cut, just a tad too soft. Good thought, but stolen away on the far side block. Coatney steps up into the 3, sets his feet, lets it launch. Back iron, high rebound, grabbed by Eli Brown. Brown coming across the court, near side. Crossover into the key, up and underneath. Layup is kissed beautifully off the glass with the right-hand scoop. Eli Brown kind of blossoming into that stellar athlete that Westside desperately needs late in the season. It's 20-12 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard, and another timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road. We'll be back in 30 right after this on 105.5 KACH.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
Full court pressure initiated by the Westside Pirates. Broken with under 2 minutes left here, but stolen at the free throw line. Cash Wade has that one pit-pocketed at half court. Ward will go the opposite way. Passes off to Jacobson on the left side. High off the glass. Easy buckets there for the Malad Dragons. 2014 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. A good year. Classic year. Wade, near side corner, cross court into the right elbow, up to the top for Sage, hop skipping and spinning off of his defender Bean. Floats it back for Parker Moser, in between the legs dribble, nowhere to go. Robinson sets his feet, long three, looks long and is long, back iron, tipped around but taken by the Pirates. A wrestle, handoff to Moser, and a lob over the top, stolen away, bad pass. Here comes Ward, Euro stepping into the lane, kind of got ahead of himself a little bit. Good thing no hyperextension of the knee because he came down hard on that right foot. Tipped out of bounds by the Pirates. Malad to inbound on the right side of the basket. Back in comes Richardson, who's already hit a big three-pointer in this ball game. Malad needs more offensive threat from beyond the perimeter, and Richardson provides that as an underclassman. Gets set up in the near side corner. Good box out and close out by Robinson. Has to give it up to the top. And another reset. Moser guarding Ward at the very top of the half court. Bean, far side, and that one's taken out and away. Campbell bounces off of one defender, outlets it to Moser here. Far pass, now another shot from Robinson. Just a little bit too far once again. Robinson hasn't been able to find the mark so far in this game tonight. He's a good 2.5 feet way beyond the line perimeter-wise, and he's still launching a little bit long. Maybe he just has to square up his feet. Richardson off balance three, and that is off the back iron. Robinson goes in between three Pirates and grabs it. Ward fading away on the near side three. That won't go as well. Wade wants to outlet it quickly, and he just splits two West Side teammates and throws it right out of bounds on the near side. Unforced turnovers right now for the Pirates, keeping them away from dominating the Dragons. 8 seconds left before halftime. Richardson crossing over, floater at the left elbow, front of the rim, no good. Jacobson with the putback. Gets the offensive rebound, and Richardson spins off and floats it with the right hand to miss as it hangs on the rim and off. That is the end of our first half. West Side only scoring 8 points in that second quarter, being outscored 8-12 in the second quarter. Only a 6-point lead held by the Pirates going into halftime. Thank you so much for joining us here on 105.5 KACH. We're going to go ahead and hear from our wonderful sponsors. Halftime tonight, we're going to be recognizing the 1978-1979 state basketball champions from Westside High. It looks like we're going to be doing that right now, so we'll keep it here. As our introduction for this team is mentioned by our wonderful PA announcer, Andy Clausen, the 1978 Pirates finished the season with an impressive 21-5 record. The hallmark of this team was how strong they finished off the season. During a 20-game regular season, their average winning margin was over 10 points a game. During their district tournament, they boosted that to a 20 points a game winning average in the 3 state games. That 20-point average held. So keeping that, it was just absolutely fantastic. In the 3 state games, they won by 30 points in the first game, 24 in the second, and won the championship game over a very good West Jefferson Panthers team by 5. West Jefferson was the team that had knocked the West Side Pirates out of the state championship the year prior. Coach Smith remarked, "No one player held us up. We are very balanced." They were team wins all 3 nights. We kept our pose and played exceptionally well. This was a fantastic team in 1978, and we are honored to recognize them here tonight as part of that, and it was really fun. We'll go ahead and bump up Mr. Clausen as he talks about this team as well.
Came out and really dominated from start to finish. The 1979 Pirates started the season ranked number 1. They remained there most of the season until late season loss dropped them to number 2. They beat the new number 1 team first in the state championship by 3 points after 2 opening round wins. Those wins coming by 17 and 16 points respectively. During these 2 remarkable seasons, they compiled an impressive 46-7 record. Only 2 of the 7 losses came against teams from the same division, the others from larger schools in Idaho and Utah. These accomplishments are even more impressive when you realize that Westside High School was one of the smallest schools in A3, having an enrollment of only 154 students. Coach Smith commented after winning the second championship, "We had a lot of pressure on us. We were defending the state champions, rated number 1 at the start of the season, and had a tough schedule with 14 A2 schools. Everyone was trying to beat us, but we came out with a record that is tremendous, 25-2. We would now like to honor each of these coaches and players. Coach Con Smith, the 1979 team boasted the Coach of the Year in Con Smith. Coach Smith's knowledge of the game and preparation is unmatched. He started his highly successful coaching career here at Westside at the age of 22. He's only 29 now. Coach Smith's teams at Westside win a combined 99-25. That's winning 80% of his games. He also coached football at Westside, compiling an impressive 70% winning percentage and winning the first 2 district championships in the school history. After a remarkable tenure here, Coach Smith later went from Westside and was an assistant coach to Indiana University with Bobby Knight and won a national championship there in 1987. Coach Smith then became the head coach at Utah State University in Logan, Utah for 5 seasons. Welcome back, Coach Con Smith. Coach Neil Fuller. Coach Neil Fuller, may he rest in peace. We miss Neil. Is being represented here tonight by his son, Don Fuller. Thanks, Don. Coach Fuller was a friend to all. His outgoing and sociable personality, along with his coaching wisdom, was a great benefit to the coaching staff. His knack for giving nicknames to many of his students, all right, let's face it, he gave everybody a nickname, and players was quite evident even back in the late 1970s. He is still missed today. Thanks, Coach Fuller. There were some members of that team who are not able to join us tonight. However, we would like to still recognize them. From the class of 1978, Keith Gregerson and Corey Keller. All members from the class of 1979 were able to be with us tonight, except for one. Mark Butters unfortunately passed away a few years ago. We have here with us tonight Mark's brother, Steve Butters, representing Mark and his family. Thanks, Steve. The underclassmen from those years that were not able to join us tonight are Kevin Cornea, Chris Baird, Greg Allen, and Daryl Cox. Now we're pleased to reintroduce for you the players from the 1978-1979 state basketball championship teams that are here with us tonight. First off, Reed McDermott. Reed was a first-team All-District selection. Dan Ralphs. He was the A3 Player of the Year and first-team All-State. Doug Balls. Doug also received All-State honors. Kyle Cornea, the third player on the team to garner an All-State honor. Kim Baird, Clark Nilsson, Greg Elgin, and Howard Bingham. You see in front of you some of the best that Westside has ever produced. These men are successful in the health field, business, trade, finance, education, and agricultural. Men that are leaders in the community, in civics and religion. Please stand with me and give a hearty welcome home to the 1978-1979 state basketball champions from Westside High School. Welcome back to them. Welcome back to the school and the community where they accomplished so much. During 2 seasons will be long remembered as a major part of the foundation of the Pearson High School basketball program. Now, Coach Con Smith will end our halftime presentation with a few words.
This is so special for us. These guys were really unbelievable. We had so much fun playing, but I will tell you this, that they worked really, really hard. I remember when we started in the 7th and 8th grade with them, and we worked so hard on fundamentals, and it was our goal to be better than anybody that we played. And these guys, when the other team was shooting 100 shots a day, we were shooting 1,000. And they worked together and played together. You know, I was talking to Doug Balls, and we developed a competitiveness that was just great. I don't care what level that you play or coach under, these guys developed a real competitive nature. We went to play a school, and on the end of the gym they had a sign up, and it says, "Come to the victory dance after the game." That was the wrong thing to put up for these guys, I can tell you that. No, they were not afraid of anybody. You know, this is such a great place. When we went to play, you could have stole everybody's tractor on the west side because everybody was at the game. It's tremendous, tremendous support. We just had a ball playing, and then, you know, we played together as a team. There weren't any of these guys' parents up in the stands keeping stats, hoping that their boy was going to make the basket. We didn't care who shot it. We didn't care how many points we scored. We cared about one thing, and that was winning. We didn't take the court to play. We took the court to win. And boy, they were just great at it. And we all have become and will be for the rest of our lives teammates. First of all, you know, brothers. We're blood brothers. And second of all, we hold great in our heart the pride of Westside High School. Thank you very much.
Wonderful words by Coach Con Smith. It's an awesome to be able to recognize
let's hear it again
them.
once more for the 1978-79 state champions.
Absolutely incredible stuff. We are so honored to be able to recognize those two fantastic teams. Coach Smith coming out and being here on an incredible night. Thank you so much for joining us here. We'll take one more break and get ready for the start of our third quarter. Right after this, our halftime show brought to you today by Level 10 Life and Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this on the Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Westside Pirate Athletics on 105.5 and mylocalradio.com.
Hey ladies, when you're looking to freshen up your wardrobe, there is no need to travel to the big city shopping centers or the dreaded mall. Stay local and head to Magnolia Road in downtown Preston. They offer great prices on the cutest tops, bottoms, sweaters, shoes and boots, and other accessory items. And best of all, everything is size inclusive from small to 3XL. When you shop local, everything you spend stays right here in Preston and Franklin County. Magnolia Road, 27 South State Street in downtown Preston.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process? Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
Calling all cookie lovers. Crumble, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, has fresh new flavors weekly. Until Saturday, enjoy mouth-watering specialty flavors and warm chocolate chip cookies made fresh daily. Crumble is open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. weekdays, 8 a.m. to midnight on Friday and Saturday, and are closed on Sundays. Savor the flavors before they're gone. Order today.
Welcome back after we had a wonderful halftime show today recognizing the great teams here at West Side of 1978 and 1979. Head coach Con Smith, who went on to be an assistant to Bobby Knight out in Indiana State University, and head coach for the Utah State University in Logan, Utah for 5 seasons. We got to recognize a lot of the players and their accomplishments back in 1978 and 79. So it is wonderful to be here to recognize them and to give you the second half of this ball game between the rival West Side Pirates and the Malad Dragons. West Side leads 20-14. Malad will start off with the basketball, now working from left to right on your radio dial. A crossover up from Tripp at the top of the arc, driving, kicking, thinking about it on the left wing. Now gives it out to the right side. Mid-post by Hubbard. He misses the shot, gets his own rebound, goes back to the hoop, left that one long. Here's Wade tracking it back down, pitching it up for Bulls, spinning through trouble. 2-on-1 opportunity. Brown spinning back in, gives it for Wade on the right side, elbow, and it is good. From about 10 feet out. Great shot from Wade, and he gets things cooking here in the start of our second half. 22-14 and an 8-point lead held by the Pirates. Here's Tripp on the far side, stepping through the box, the closeout, off the front of the rim on the far side. Brown takes it, launches it long for Robinson in front of the student section. Diving inwards, out for Bulls. He'll drive the baseline, float it up, and that will be short off the rim. Bounces off of 4 different Malad players, and now Wade will wrestle it off of Ryan Hubbard, excuse me. West Side ball on the right side of the basket after the jump ball call. Our third quarter today brought to you by Preston Auto Parts Car Quest, the one-stop shop for all your car part needs. My wife's laughing at me for that reason. Another pass on the far side baseline, tipped out by Malad. Back in the same spot it will go. Your one-stop shop for all your car part needs. That's Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. It's been a long week, everybody. Yeah, I know. Pat me on the back. It's good. Here's Rouse on the chest pass out to the far side wing for Bulls. It's tipped around by both players. No indication of where this ball is going to go here. And it will stay on this side of the court. It's going to last be touched by the Dragons. Jaden Ward swiped at it with the right hand. Wade up inside the half circle off the inbound. Bulls to Brown. Double closeout in for Wade. Off balance shot at the mid post inside the key from about 6 feet out. Cash Wade on a 4-0 run of himself here in this third quarter. Back up to a 10-point lead. Long pass underneath the basket, tipped out of bounds and deflected by the Pirates, who collapsed in on Richardson. Tripp to take it on the far side. Chest pass up at the top. Richardson quickly shot off from beyond the perimeter is good. Zach Richardson, I've become a huge fan, truly, in the short time that I've got to watch him play as an underclassman. Here's Brown. Driving, missing the basketball, fading away is Ralphs. Another offensive rebound. Bowles pitching it back for Robinson. Bean will drive, kick to Ralphs. Hesitates once, goes inside the key, bounce pass to Wade, and he is tripped up and fouled by Jacobson. He'll get 2 shots at the line. Good unselfish passing play by Ralphs, who could have tried to muscle through the double team, but elected to go with the quick bounce pass on the opposite side. We're going to give you some more instant replay and highlights tonight. Brought to you by I Care For You. First shot missed by Wade. I Care For You, serving the communities of all of Cache Valley and Preston for the last 43 years. Doctors Cromwell and Henderson here to help you achieve your best eye care available in this part of both states of Idaho and Utah. I Care For You, not just a name, but a commitment. Richardson passing across the half-court line. Ward pulling it back out. Richardson back again on the near side wing, driving, intercepted by Wade. Saving it and putting it back into the backcourt. Brown will take it. Lob over to the far side wing. Bean for 3 is good. Bean Robinson setting his feet, getting that thing to go. Here's Tripp driving in between a couple different West Side players. Will get fouled on the back by Bowles. Gave up a little bit too much of the push-push, shove-shove. That's the official call. It's called the push-push, shove-shove, in case you didn't know. First foul on Bowles. Great dime of a pass inside, but no finish by Malad. Dancing in and out. Tripp laser beamed it inside the key, but it was Brady Scholl who just couldn't get that ball to fall inside the basket. Malad will take it, setting up a wall for Richardson. Straight away 3 is good. Zach Richardson, 6 points in the third quarter. Bowles passing to Campbell. Campbell spinning off, right hand layup floater is good. Bowles closing out for Tripp, crossing half court, far side. Scholl out for Richardson again. Can he get it to go? Yes, with the roll. Richardson, we'll go back and talk a little bit about this. You can't leave the kid open. He will roll it in and make you pay from beyond the perimeter. Our I Care For You highlight play of the game candidate there. 30-23. Walk called on the Pirates. And you blink, and just like that, Richardson has 9 points in the third quarter. I believe leading all scores in this basketball game. The sophomore taking charge for Malad. Richardson driving left elbow, floater, bounces once, twice, gets his own rebound, put back, won't go. West Side kind of against one another. It was Campbell and Rouse wrestling it away from each other, and Rouse and Bowles are trying to figure it out. And a timeout. I think this is as good a time as any for us to take a quick timeout as well. Come back to you in a second here on a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Westside Pirate Athletics here on 105.5 KACH.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
Malad set to take it on the near side of the basket, looking for Richardson, but guarded well like white on rice by Bean Robinson. Here's Peterson kicking out to the far side. 3 again for Malad, will not go. Skying up into the air is Bowles to get the defensive rebound. Across the timeline, finding Robinson in the corner, and that rolls in and out. Campbell grabs it, tries to spin off a couple different defenders. And we get a little bit of a, an arm wrestle almost between Campbell and looked like Hubbard that was in there. Pirates will be rewarded after the jump ball call underneath the basket. Out for Ralphs in the far corner. Robinson high above his head with the bounce pass to Campbell. Campbell spinning off. 1 pump, 2 pumps, no. Misses the shot, goes back, follows through with it, and gets fouled. Ivan Campbell working hard to get those shots and some points to go. 3:40. That's the foul on Ryan Hubbard, his first. Ivan Campbell to the line. I talked to Ivan earlier in the game, or rather earlier in the pregame. Not like I was down there as a sideline reporter. Campbell misses the first, but talked to him a little bit about his passions. He felt very betrayed by the rendition, the modifications to the Percy Jackson movie, according to the books. Ralph stealing the basketball. Can't get that one to go after the defensive rebound of Malad. Bulls spinning into the lane, finding Ralphs on the near side, spinning under one defender, and fouled. Blocked by Hubbard, but a foul in the process of going up for the shot. Ivan Campbell, we had a discussion a little bit about, respecting your content, the material. Ralphs will make the first free throw, pushing it back up to 8. Ralphs, no points in the second quarter, but getting closer and closer to that double-double. He's at 6 points, 7 rebounds, needs a little bit more. Hubbard, far sideline, out to Richardson, feeding inside. Off-balance shot, stolen away. Moser comes up with it. Pass over to Ralphs, and it's in and out of his fingers. Too quick and a little bit out of control is the Pirates trying to get that to go. It was Scholl who missed that shot inside. Another steal inside the key, working the half court, or an attempted fast break by Peterson, stolen by Ralphs. And now Coach Brown trying to get his Pirates to take a breather here and run some offense. Brown, bounce pass inwards for Ralphs, double team, and another pass to the opposite side of the key, and he finds Moser with the easy deuce. First points of the game for Parker Moser, 2:42 remaining, and a timeout taken by Coach Butler and the Malad Dragons. Brought to you by Magnolia Road, the women's boutique store in downtown Preston. Go ahead and find them on State Street and find the cutest tops, bottoms, sweaters, boots, and more at Magnolia Road. We'll come back to you on a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Westside Pirate Athletics on 105.5 KCH and mylocalradio.com.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith,
their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today. About a little more than midway through our third quarter, 2:42 left in this quarter. Peterson crossing over, midcourt line poked down away, and Graves will get called and found guilty reaching over the top of Hubbard. Here comes the inbound coming from Malad. Not a whole lot of fouls in this game called so far. It's been pretty decently clean. Inbound from Tripp. Up for Peterson, driving inside the key, and Rouse takes it in the chest for the offensive charge. Ralphs, good stuff there, set his feet, established himself, took it right in the chest, fell perfectly. And that's just a textbook charge by Dylan Ralphs. Graves with the slight toss in for Moser. Right across the Pirate logo from right to left. Works with the left hand, spins off to the right. Gets a screen from Wade. All alone. Here's Brown now setting up the three ball. Off the back iron, taken by Ward. One-on-one. Layup attempt too hard off the back side of the rim. And it's Moser who ends up with it. Passes the rock over to Brown, crossing over on the left side wing, has some space, diving up with the right hand layup, and holy cow, that ball went way into the basket and did not go. Was one of those perfect mathematical trajectories where it scooped inside the hoop and popped right out. Incredible. A true feat of physics that we just witnessed. Scholl up for Richardson. Right hand floater contested is good. I just absolutely love how the kid plays. I can't tell you any more than that. $11 points in the quarter for Richardson, the sophomore. Graves working through the defense back to Brown, who stops on a dime, feeds inside for Wade, and he is fouled over the top by Scholl. So to the line goes Cash Wade. Wade, just one of those solid post play. Just solid post play. Great on defense, squeezes in, finds those backdoor cuts, and really able to get those easy buckets. You lose track of him, even though he's a really tall kid out onto the court. Yeah, he's just one of those really solid players for Coach Brown and this team right now that's going to be needed. Everybody has that role, and Wade is a great, solid defender, making the backdoor cuts on offense, makes it work. Front backing in on a second free throw by Wade, and that pushes it up to a 10-point lead. Stolen away by the Pirates. Over to Brown. Gives it up for Moser, who wasn't expecting the pass. Brown was all alone. 1 minute remaining left in the third. Scoop pass over the far side wing. Driving is Bean Robinson. Bounce pass is saved after deflection. And another reset, back up to the top. Moser with the right-hand dribble, pounding it. Gifts it to Bean on the far side. Now Graves at the top of the arc, holding it off of his hip, spinning off of his right foot. Brown back up to the top, inside the key. Kick out for Moser. He jabs, crosses over. Lost the basketball on the pass, stolen away by Richardson. Tripp, left side inwards, a little bit of a dump pass, and the and one finished by Hubbard off the glass. Tripp just demands so much attention when he strides into the key that everybody collapses in on him. Everyone forgot about Hubbard, who was sitting right on the far side block, and he got an easy layup and the contact as Westside rotated late. Three-point play is capitalized by Ryan Hubbard. 35-28. Westside has not relinquished the lead in this one, but the pesky Malad Dragons not really going anywhere as of late. Dribble handoff action at the very top of the arc. Crossing over is Moser, giving up some space back up for Brown. 10 seconds. Westside's going to work for the last shot here. 5. Kick out for Graves for 3, and that is way long, no good. Hubbard for Ward, who wings it like a shortstop, falls well short of its intended mark. And we're going into the fourth quarter. West Side up 35-28. 10 uncooked pizzas for sale also on the concessions, so get here if you're anywhere in Franklin County. It should be a good one. We'll come back to you on a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of West Side Pirate Athletics on mylocalradio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston. When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
Quick basket by Malad to start off this fourth quarter, brought to you by Papa J's Beef Jerky and Deli out of Clifton, Idaho. It was Tripp finishing and cutting it down to a 5-point lead only for the Pirates. Wade fading away on the near side baseline, bounced off the front of the rim on the tip back by Rouse. And another putback opportunity falling short for West Side. It's a tight one here. No team out of the woods yet. Dogfight after the third quarter's over. It is Zach Richardson scoring basically all the points outside of a 3-point play opportunity by Ryan Hubbard. Here's Tripp pushing it again with the left hand, and he gets it to go. 4 points for Tripp, and he has cut it down to 3 here in West Side. 35-32 and a timeout taken by Coach Brown on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. We'll be back right after this on 105.5.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa J's Beef Jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa J's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa J's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa J's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
Welcome back to the start of our fourth quarter. 1 minute down and 4 straight points by Braylon Tripp, the junior of Malad, and he has cut this lead down to only 3. The hometown West Side Pirates trying to claw on and hold on to their lead after this game has been plagued by a lot of turnovers. Not a incredibly high-scoring game. Westside has let Malad stick around, and it has been the incredible play of Zach Richardson, the sophomore, having his coming-out party here in Westside, scoring 11 points on his own in the third quarter, keeping things close in Dayton. 35-32 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Bulls working the one-on-one against Tripp. Will cook to his right, screen from Wade. Backdoor cut not open. Here's Robinson for 3, and that was high off of the air and off of the miss. Robinson only able to connect once from beyond the perimeter tonight. It was a big shot, but he's taken a few others that have just been long for him. Too many weights, too much lifting, I guess, for Beam. Tripp lost it, grabbed it, drove to the basket hard, and got fouled very hard as well by Rouse on the far side, driving baseline. So Tripp with a chance for 2 at the line, already within a 1-possession opportunity here. On a 4-0 run on his own, and the first shot is up and good. Make that 5-0 run for Tripp. Only one to score here in a minute 20. in our fourth quarter, brought to you by Papa J's Beef Jerky and Deli. Second one is missed, rattling in and out. Bowles grabs the defensive rebound, hands it off to Brown, crossing over up to the top. Westside got to get some offense going, has been cold, dating back to the third quarter. Wade from the far corner, back up for Brown. Driving against Tripp, kick out for Robinson, who was in the passing lane. I think it was intended for Bowles. Bounce pass is Wade on the opposite end. Great find. We'll go back and watch that instant replay. Bowles driving the baseline, bounce pass up underneath, and is finding his teammates wide open on the collapsing Malad defense. 37-33 is your score after that great find and assist from Bowles. Richardson needs somebody to help him out. Finally gets it off. It's ping-ponged around, still in the arms of the Dragons. 5:53 left. The countdown defensively. Tripp. Over the head pass over to the left side wing. Bean now. Near side. Jacobson all alone. Left it short, and Malad just can't believe it. Brown is hounded defensively. Lost the basketball in and out of his hands, and it just goes floating out and away on the turnover. Substitution up. Ward will come in, or rather Ward will come out in favor of Hubbard. 1-2-2 trap at half court implemented by the Pirates. It's been handled pretty well by Malad and is broken fairly easily. Our pep band screaming to try and give a little bit of defensive prowess and help to this West Side squad. Hubbard out to the far side for Bean. Richardson almost loses the basketball, drives inwards, finds Jacobson alone and is blocked from the side. Ralphs says absolutely not and rejects that shot from Jacobson, who has just been open a few times underneath the basket. Everybody's losing this kid. Sneaky, sneaky. He's wearing a black jersey just like everybody else, but he's been finding himself open more and more. Richardson guarded by Campbell. Lost it initially, throws it out and away at the top of the arc. Almost was an alley-oop attempt. It was way out of the arms of Tripp. Braylon Tripp coming across the court, puts his arms down to his hips, tells his boys to kind of settle down here. Trying to be a leader for this squad, the junior 6'5" leader for Malad. Brown, kick out for Campbell, drives baseline on the far side, spinning off and goes up and through. Foul. I don't know if it was on the shot or before. Everybody's lining up as it is going to be on the shot. And there we go. Campbell missed a few at the line here tonight. Looking for some redemption. Westside up by 4, 37-33 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. 4:48 remaining. Campbell uses the front of the rim as a bumper. Skips off the front of the rim and falls inward. Second shot from Campbell. Hits the bottom of the net on that one. Making a little bit less dramatic. 39-33. Ward passes off to Bean and gets the reception back as they work from left to right across the timeline into the front court. Everybody in the key and then squirts out to the opposite ends of the wings. Pass inward, handled by Tripp, and that was a quick reaction and shot from Tripp, who's come on strong in the fourth. 4-point lead. Campbell on the far side. Graves fronts his defender, ball on the ground, and it's wrestled up and a timeout. Coach Brown got it off just in time as Reddick Graves was able to wrestle it away from a couple different Malad defenders. And we'll see what kind of timeout it is. It looks like it is a full timeout. We'll take it as well. Come back to you in just a second on a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Westside Pirate Athletics on mylocalradio.com. Westside up 39-35.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston. There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, show times, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org.
Midway through the fourth quarter, 4:18 left, and a 4-point lead held on by the Westside Pirates. Round one of this game between the Dragons and Pirates back in Malad on the 12th of January was a 9-point victory, 45-36. But that was before Malad was able to really implement the sophomore extraordinaire Richardson into the lineup, and he's really been a big key to keeping this squad into it. Head coach Butler really finding a gem for his squad out there in Richardson. Mid-post, drop step by Ralphs, lost the basketball, and it will be a jump ball, I believe. Nobody really moving, so it will stay with the Pirates underneath the basket. 3:59. It's Ivan Campbell who would take it. Gives it out for Ralphs on the far corner. Flashing towards him is Bowles. Back up for Campbell at the free throw line. Westside slowing it back down a little bit. Jab step inside the mid-post. Tipped backwards and almost was a double dribble, but it was deflected and touched by Malad after it was lost in and out of the hands of Bowles. Here's Ralphs. Dribble handoff for Brown at the top of the arc. Skipping around the rotating defense. Good defensive effort really by Malad. Ralph's able to get it out and through miraculously after falling down onto both knees. Coach Brown calling out the offense. Here's Eli Brown now on the left side wing. Gets a screen from Ralphs. Flashing backwards, and Westside has not been able to get much going here. Bowles. Crossing over, working out to the far side. A lot of time coming off the clock. This is a minute 10 into this possession offensively. Brown open for three straight away. Yes! Eli Brown with an exclamation point. Maybe we can get that shot back. I was too busy screaming into the microphone. Brown hits it late. Puts Westside up a little bit more. Driving the opposite way is Malad for two, right into the key. Here's Bowles. Out for the far side wing for Campbell. Spinning around a couple defenders. Pumping once. Long jumper from Ralphs. Back iron. Won't go. Too strong. 2:19 left. 5-point lead for the Pirates. Got to play some defense now. Jacobson with the hot pink shoes. Rotates on the near side wing. Free throw line extended. Gives it up for Ward at the very top. Tripp trying to spin off a couple different defenders. Ivan Campbell playing him very well. Campbell reaching way over the top. That's an easy call as on the near side elbow, Campbell fronts, or rather just kind of plays piggyback on top of Tripp. 15 foul. Malad has given up 6. So one more till the 1-and-1. Rouse is going to come out with 2 minutes remaining. Tripp to inbound, near side, up to the top, Richardson. Good closeout by Bowles. Floater up and rattling around, no good. Gets his own rebound, and now another scrum out onto the bottom of the basket. Won by Malad. Kick out for Bean, and Ward has it now. Back out for Richardson with 1:45 remaining left in the regulation. Tripp up to the top. Working through the screen is Campbell. Squaring up his feet. Hubbard is fouled from behind by Wade. At the very least, no chance for that shot to go into the basket. Ryan Hubbard's going to head to the line with 1:35 remaining. This Malad Dragon squad really starting to sniff possibly a district victory off of the bank. The bank is open for Ryan Hubbard. 42-38. Hubbard with 6 points on the night, looking for his 7th. Shot is up and will bounce off the back. And defensive rebound by Brown and a quick foul. I mean, no shot, no time comes off the clock. It looks like Hubbard, after missing the free throw, immediately comes in and fouls. Eli Brown's going to go to the line for the 1-and-1 bonus. I think that's the kid that you probably want on the line right now if you are the Pirates. Brown shot. Rolling in, taking its time is good. Eli Brown really held quiet tonight in terms of points, but he's made some big shots when it counts. 2 for 2 at the free throw line, 5 points in the fourth quarter. Kind of doing what he did out with Ryrie on Thursday, making those tough shots. And they're going to trade defense. They're going to trade offense for defense on the substitution. 90 seconds left in regulation, 44-38. Ward, guarded by Moser, gets a screen from Hubbard. Bounces out to the near side for Tripp. Double pump, jumper, no good. Moser and Bean. Simultaneous possession. Malad's going to take it on the jump ball inside the basket, baseline. Here comes a wall right at the free throw line. Richardson floating off to the right side. It is Bean that grabs it, floating out and away. Push shot, no good. Campbell is fouled hard in the eyeball. And you saw the eye, you saw the finger go into the eyeball, and Ivan Campbell is going to get fouled immediately, walk to the opposite end of the court, and he might be shooting with only he's not working with bifocal vision. Only one eyeball. The other one got poked out. He's kind of squinting. I think it's okay. I might be over dramatizing it a little bit. 44-38, 113. Ivan Campbell at the line for 1-and-1. And the shot is up. Rimming in and out. Last touch by Bowles and out of bounds. Nice try, Colby. Nice try. Malad inbound to Hubbard, giving it back to Richardson and across midcourt. Into the half court they will go. Hesitation driving into the key. Double team and a foul. Shots coming up for Zach Richardson. Hasn't been able to score in the fourth. Can put it down to within 4 if he makes both of these free throws. That foul, the 7th team foul given, so anything moving forward now, Westside will give up the 1-and-1. But it is 2 shots shooting for Richardson. Shot is up and hits the back iron, shoots right back at him. Moser's going to come out, Brown's going to come in. Wade coming in for Ralphs. The West Side bench calling out their boxing out assignments. Here's Richardson's second shot, and it rolls in and out. Campbell easily rebounding on the opposite side. Richardson reaching in and grabbing Bowles. 1 minute exactly remaining. Colby sprints down there to get a practice shot in, and he bricks it. All right, there's your mulligan. There's your mulligan, Colby. That was pretty smart, actually. Wish I could have thought of that back when I was playing basketball. Here's the 1-and-1. Bowles' shot, good. Look at that. I guess the practice shot really does work. Colby Bowles, point total with that free throw tonight with 1 minute left, 1. Second point, no. Rebounded by Hubbard on the near side. Hand off to Ward as he sprints across, looking. And a timeout taken by Coach Butler.
Timeout, Dragons.
3-ball shot after the whistle and made by Malad, but it's not going to matter. I think we're going to get a 30-second timeout here. We'll keep it here in the broadcast booth. Full timeout, actually. Well, you know what? We'll take the timeout then. Come back to you in just a second on 105.5 KACH.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
Welcome back to the fourth quarter here with about 1 minute, just under 1 minute remaining, 53 seconds to be exact. Westside holds on to a 45-38 lead. So lead of 7. Pretty good, but you don't want to, you don't want to be caught napping here if you are the Pirates late in this one. Malad showing a lot of fight. Tripp with the bounce pass up to the top for Bean. Near side Ward, free throw line extended, and we're going to get a foul on the hold. Looks like Ivan Campbell is the one that trying to limit the momentum and the progression of Braylon Tripp working from the outside perimeter on his cut inside the key. And so 1-1 coming up. 1-1. Tripp shot, up and good. Cutting it down to 6 with 49 seconds remaining. Stacked arena here tonight. Good atmosphere and ambiance provided by the Westside Pep Band. Rolling it up and through on the second. Bowles now going through and fouled by Tripp. So we're going to have a free throw shooting competition for the last 47 seconds. Colby Bowles will go to the line. No practice shot this time around. And that foul given up will give Bowles at least 2 shots after we go into the double bonus for the Pirates, 45-40. Shot for Bowles, good. Bottom of the net. Second shot from Bowles looks short, and it is. Bounces around and falls off the front of the rim. Tripp sprinting down in there, Bean underneath the basket. Misses the layup, and Malad just can't believe it. Pitch out rugby style to the near side. Brown trying to play keep away from a couple different defenders. Stolen away by Malad. Far side 3 for Richardson. No good. Campbell grabs it and tries to sprint the opposite way. Can't get out of the clutches of Ryan Hubbard. And now we get another 2 shots at the line for the Pirates the opposite way.
Ryan Hubbard picks up his 4th. Ivan Campbell's the line to shoot 2.
Out in the student section, I see a Miss Beckstead, Miss Henderson, and Miss Phillips. And Miss Barzee out there. Ivan Campbell rolls in the first free throw. A lot of students. The point of why I'm making is that there's a lot of students out there that are supporting the Pirates tonight, including the opposite end of the basketball program for the boys. 2 for 2 for Ivan Campbell. Layup immediately by Ward the opposite way is up and good. Back to 6 points. Brown splits the double team and gets quickly fouled. 16 seconds remaining, and I think Eli Brown could really put this thing away, warm up the stage for, as my dad would say, the larger woman ready to sing at the end of the game here. That's an expression, okay? Here's Eli Brown's first free throw, and it bounces off the front of the rim, hits the backboard, and falls in. 49-42 is your scoreboard reading on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Brown 2 for 2 at the line. Good free throw shooting at the very end of this thing. 7 points for Brown. Half court line, Tripp down into the near corner. Hubbard's got to shoot the 3, hesitates, and then launches it short. It is Bean Robinson with it. Brown into the far side corner, and he will get fouled with 2.4 seconds left, and it is over in terms of the game tonight. depending on if Brown will hit these free throws.
Eli Brown line to shoot 2.
If he misses both,
Student section, we have the
possibly an 8-point victory. Makes one of them, it'll match the margin of victory back in Malad, and if he hits both of them, it might be a 10-point victory. Who knows? Brown, good on the first. 8 points in this quarter. Has come alive, really, and has been the closer for West Side, and he will hit both of them. Last 2 seconds, launch at the buzzer, way over the top of the backboard by Ward, and that is all she wrote. West Side gets the dubs, 52-42 here in Dayton at EL Bud Elwell Sports Complex. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight and recognizing the fantastic teams of 1978-79. Don't go anywhere. We'll come back to you with our highlight play of the game, brought to you by I Care For You on the Ralph's Construction postgame show, and our final stats given to us by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Brittany and Braden Smith, fantastic people, great agents to help you find the custom insurance plans that will help you protect the things which matter most in your life. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back here on a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Westside Pirate Athletics for the postgame show on mylocalradio.com right after this.
Today's game is brought to you by Beckstead Real Estate, the real estate experts for Franklin County and beyond. By Crumble Cookie, bringing friends and families together over the world's best cookies. By West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and in Logan. By Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in town. By Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. By Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. By Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll find in all of the Cache Valley. By Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, we have all the parts you need to keep your car or truck running strong. By Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. By Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tire in North Logan. For tires, brakes, shocks, or alignment, there's only one stop. It's Les Schwab Tire in North Logan. By North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. By Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. By Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. By Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. By Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Good deeds done daily at Northern Title. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Now, stay tuned for the Ralph's Construction postgame show, coming right up.
Whether you're in need of timber frame buildings, estate entrances, trusses, pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos, the craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
Papa J's World Headquarters in Clifton, Idaho, started on the dream of a man who wanted to give back to his small-town farming community. 20 years later, it's a place renowned for its gourmet beef jerky, deli, and uniquely friendly customer experience. The friendly staff at Papa J's invites you to come in or find them online at papajs.com, where you can have the unique taste of Papa J's beef jerky shipped to you all with a click of a button. Papa J's, world-class jerky in small-town USA. papajs.com.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Welcome in here to the post-game show, brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Ralph's Construction, you can contact them at 435-232-1837 to find your perfect home here in Preston. As we talk a little bit about this game, it was a wonderful showing for the Westside Pirates in general. Malad, one of those pesky teams, working through a lot of growing pains, a very young squad. You have a fantastic, this is what I can say about Malad right here. You have, one, really good players in general right now, and there's just been some times where the ball did not fall with some open shots late in this one. But if you take a look beyond this year, and I know that nobody likes to do that, especially midway through the basketball season, but you probably have some really incredible all-conference players blossoming before your eyes, truly, in Zach Richardson, I would say, as well as Braylon Tripp. Those two tonight really showing you that they can carry a basketball team and just kind of put you and be competitive no matter who you play. The Westside Pirates tonight on the opposite end played great defense, was very unselfish at times, almost a little bit too unselfish, making those extra passes that led to maybe perhaps a turnover or two. You might have loved to have seen somebody be a little bit more aggressive and ball dominant. I feel like Ivan Campbell does that very well. Eli Brown does that very well on occasion. And I think you have a great nucleus if you are the Westside Pirates as well moving forward with this program. A great winning streak as of late, 2 in a row against Ryrie and Malad, and a great showing against Aberdeen back on the 20th. I mean, this is a Westside team that I feel like as of late you can really say can be an X factor and a wild card in a district tournament right now. Still lots of basketball still to play moving forward, but other than that, I mean, great win tonight. Westside gets the victory 52-42 at home against Malad. They will move on to be 8-9, 3-2 in conference play. Malad will fall to 3-12, 0-4 in conference play, trying to look for that first district victory that would really spark them going forward, although a lot of growth that you've seen from this Dragons squad and from the Westside squad as well. Let's go ahead and take one more quick break. We'll come back to you with our highlight play of the game and our stats portion of the game, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, and I Care for You. Doctors Henderson and Cromwell here to help you achieve your best vision eye care that you can possibly find, both in Logan and in Preston, helping the communities here for 43 years. I Care for You, not just a name, but a commitment. We'll be back right after this quick break on 105.5 KCH.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process? Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Welcome back here to the postgame show brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. It's now time for our I Care For You highlight play of the game. Let's dip into it here and talk a little bit about what we saw. This drive and kick down the baseline and pass off to Cash Wade was the money-making play that I feel like in the format of what is really successful about Westside Pirate Athletics. If you're able to get Colby Bowles in a position where he's a threat to score offensively, dumping off to the opposite side of the key for easy layups, this is Westside Pirate basketball, and that is our highlight play of the game, brought to you by I Care For You. Doctors Cromwell and Henderson providing vision care for the Cache Valley area as well as Preston for the last 43 years. I Care For You, not just a name, but a commitment. It's also time for us to talk a little bit about our Farm Bureau Insurance post-game stats. Let's talk a little bit about what we saw out here. Oh, yeah. We did not see Owen Nielsen tonight. We did not see him tonight. I was looking on the stat sheet. I'm like, there's this big blank spot. It's because Owen's not here. Okay. Parker Moser on the night will end with 2 points. Eli Brown with 13, including big free throws at the end. He goes 6 for 6 at the line. That right there is absolutely stellar. Crusage with 2 points tonight as well. Colby Bowles with 2. Garrett Robinson with a big three-pointer in the third quarter. Couldn't quite find his range tonight, but he made one, and that's all that counts. Cash Wade, the recipient of a lot of great assists on the night as well. He'll end with 10 points. Ivan Campbell with 8. Dylan Ralphs with 6 points. And Reddick Graves also with 6 points on the night. On the opposite end for the Malad Dragons, it is Ward with 4. Gotta check here. Jacobson with 2, Hubbard with 6, Tripp with 13, Peterson with 3, and Richardson with 14 on the night for the Malad Dragons, scoring in bunches in that third quarter. That is our final stats, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. We're going to go ahead and wrap things up here in Dayton on a Saturday. Wow, this week has gone by. It has been a week, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a week. I appreciate all of you for joining in and watching the game tonight, including staying for our Ralph's Construction post-game show. On behalf of all of us here at mylocalradio.com, including my wonderful wife, Melissa Olsen, who always does an absolutely stellar job and is the rock. I mean, nothing works without her, including also our audio-visual technician John Beverly back in the studio. A big shout out to John. He does a whole lot for us here to bring you the action. Our executive producer Val Cook for bringing together this vision to allow us to cover Preston and Westside High School athletics here in a format that you don't have to pay for. All free, online, every single varsity game, both boys and girls. And Dan Hubbard, the voice of the Preston Indians. We thank all of you for joining us here tonight. I am Cody Olsen saying enjoy your fantastic weekend. Do what you need to do to get ready for another week of January, because it's going to get cold. Stay strong, everybody. Go Pirates. The proceedings have been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used without written consent from Old West Media Incorporated. Thank you for joining us on this production of Westside Pirate Athletics on mylocalradio.com. Until next time, go Pirates!